What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, I've been given early access to the 1.0 of Curious Expedition 2. This is a very, very hotly awaited game in the indie world because the first game was a lot of fun. It had kind of a weird combat system, but aside from that, it was one of those games that you could really sink into and have a good time with. So anyways, if after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, my normal spiel is that down at the bottom there will be a link in the description for you to check out. Aside from that, you can also check out my Twitch channel where I will be playing this game, definitely. And then you can also check it out and look at the Discord too, which is the central hub for my entire community where I'd love to have you. So anyways, let's dive on into a new game. I'm going to skip the intro expedition. So I went through and I played through the entire intro expedition. It took about an hour, I guess, for the first time you play the game. I do recommend that you play that because this game is actually fairly in-depth and there's a lot of moving parts to how the game functions. But anyways, I've already done the intro expedition. I more or less know what I'm doing as far as playing the game goes, having played the first one quite a bit. So we will skip straight to Paris, and we will start this thing off on, let's see here, we'll go with Adventurers mode. Our death consequences will be wipe the entire campaign. I like it. The first game was the entire campaign wiped when you died. This game gives you an option for how you want to play the game, which I think actually is a really, really good thing if you think about it. I do think part of what made the first game so good was the fact that, like, the Iron Man was kind of built into the game and baked in. But in the case of this game, they have given you other options for accessibility or whatnot. Maybe you're just not very good at the game, but you still want to enjoy it. You can restart the expedition from scratch, you can wipe the entire year from the beginning, or you can wipe the whole campaign, which is how I prefer to play. So I never think that giving players more options is a bad idea. One of the things that never really worked for me with They Are Billions is the fact that, like, the game had locked on Iron Man, and it was so punishing. So anyways, I do like that for accessibility reasons. Let's go ahead and start it on off. Gathering together the most accomplished explorers in Paris, I look closely at each and every one. Who would become my new right hand? We've got Ophelia Gay, who is a big game hunter, and she comes with a big giant golden knife, which is intensely appealing to me. I like the idea of having a big giant gold knife. We have Armand Maisonnet, who is an anthropologist. And then we also have Yusra Salib, who is a cartographer. Okay, so he creates fine maps that provide fame based on how well explored an area is. That's actually pretty rad. I kind of like that. So basically, this person gets bonuses for all the hunts that you go on during the course of it. This person does anthropological studies that kind of maximize your potential when interacting with the natives. And then Yusra basically is just an explorer. And actually, each of these, I think, is going to kind of affect how you play the game. This is a very combat-focused campaign. This is a campaign where you're focusing on making friends with the natives every time you go around, so you're probably not going to be stealing from them altogether that often. And then this guy over here is just pure exploration. I love exploration, so that's what I'm going to go with. That tends to be how I focus on games. I'm an explorer. I like to look in every nook and cranny and find every single little thing. Paris, France, 1886. I looked out upon the exposition grounds with a smile on my lips. Malin had chosen me to uncover secrets of the islands, and I vowed not to let her down. My heart pounded with the anticipation of fame and glory that would lay before me. But first, I need to hire an assistant. So we got to go to the Basole Casse. Sorry, I don't speak French, so if I'm butchering any of these words, I'll have to beg your pardon on that. I entered the famed Basole Casse and the Broken Compass and surveyed my surroundings. Renowned as a meeting place for would-be explorers, it was a likely place to find eager adventurers to join my trek. It looks like we've already come with another person right here, but the more people you have, the better off you're going to be. We can get a street rat. It looks like the street rat is pretty good at dodging and is pretty good at deflecting attention and taunting. Okay. It looks like we also have a translator who has the ability to demoralize the enemy and also insult them with a slap if we wanted that. And then we also have the translator. Apparently, these all give us bonuses too. So Gerard can steal from locations. The missionary gives you more maximum sanity, and you can rest for free in missions. And then the translator makes it so that if you stay in a native village, you get a bonus amount of sanity per night. I'm going to go with the missionary based on all this. Because the missions, it's really hard to rest there, and they can act as really good locations. So we'll take him. You can also change the difficulty whenever you want, as long as you haven't gone out on any kind of expedition. Once again, accessibility options. Maybe you picked an option that was too hard for you. You got stomped out, and you're back in Paris now. You can change the difficulty on the fly so that you don't have to worry about that. Let's pick an expedition. These right here are the Royal Societies. The Royal Societies, or I guess the esoteric societies, you can basically have them sponsor your expeditions, and they're basically, you level them up as you take them more and more and more, and they give you access to more stuff. This, I think, stays in between playthroughs. Yeah, it does. So my other playthrough, I've been exclusively going with these guys. And so anyways, that's an option for you right there. Let's pick an expedition. In the days leading up to my expedition, rumors have been circulating about new islands that have been found, similar to the one Malin had stumbled upon. We can go with a map in stone, or we can go for the Golden Pyramid. This is 1 skull, and this is 2 skull. Let's go with the map in stone first so that we can level up a little bit, and we'll get a little bit stronger. And then we'll go for the 2 skull right after this. Every single time you complete expeditions in a year, they're going to give you a storyline mission that you go through. So this game does have a narrative, unlike the previous game, which was just pure roguelike. I don't actually remember if the first game had a storyline. I think the first game was more or less just kind of pure roguelike. This one around has kind of a unifying narrative of Malin going on like this quest, and you're doing like these mini quests in order to help her out on her overall research. So we'll do the map in stone first. Let's pick our sponsor. I'm going to go with people I haven't gone with yet. I'm going to go with the... Actually, I haven't done anything with the Taishi yet. So let's go with the Taishi. We'll try that out. It was my last night in Paris, and I celebrated over drinks. I sipped my drink that evening. Percy Fawcett, a famous explorer and hunter of the lost city of Z, approached. Starstruck, I chatted with the celebrity about inconsequential things for a while before he introduced the concept of disappearing islands. I smiled and deflected, pretending I knew nothing. Fawcett pressed harder, but I would not reveal Malin's secrets to a complete stranger. Eventually, he grew impatient in the face of my evasions and bid me a good night, striding off with an air of irritation. Eccentric fellow, if I say so myself. Well, you do, because it's right there in print. You don't need to say, if I do say so myself, because you already said it. It's already locked in stone. As I neared the site of the expedition, the supply ship pulled up. All right, so we get the opportunity to buy equipment right here. The equipment that's available to you is going to depend on what secret societies you have leveled up, and it's going to make your life a little bit easier. We have a cartographer's kit, so they want me to find an island, and they want me to discover full regions. Okay. And then from there, we've got some chocolate that's rocking. We can get beetle nuts. These are basically cocaine. These are chewed by natives in South America. Effectively, it gives you an exact same stimulant like cocaine does. I saw Les Stroud eat those when he was down in South America for some of his survival. And it was sort of interesting watching the natives had kind of like a resistance to it. He had like one of them, and he was like zonked out of his mind. We can get whiskey over here for like some money, 15 bucks. I think I'm going to get some food cans. We'll get like 4 food cans. That sounds all right. And we can haggle, which apparently gives us a little bit of a benefit, I guess. Oh, yeah, looky right there. Okay, cool. And then we're probably going to need access to like a med kit or two, just in case people get sick. I'll probably take some whiskey, although there is the chance that that'll backfire and get us into trouble. And then I think I'll probably take... I don't know what I want to take from here. Maybe I'll just take another can of victuals. And is that... Okay, that puts me over, so I can't have that. We'll put that back. That's fine. I think we're good with what we have for right now. Honestly, I've never had an opportunity to use the shovel in the hour and a half that I've played the game. I have used the climbing gear before. So the climbing gear can negate the penalty for you climbing up plateaus effectively. It's not too bad. Refill your water while you're here, just in case there's desert. Every time you cross a desert tile, you got to use up water, and so it's good to refill your water. The legends told of a great treasure among the islands, but there was one problem. Nobody knew where it was. Fortunately, the Taishi Academy found a clue, an island where natives told of ancient circles of stone that were rumored to lead to the treasure. I will need to find the stone circles to uncover the true location of the treasure that I am seeking. So here we go. We've been set loose on the islands, and we've got 4 people with us for right now. I'm not a big fan of our group at the moment. I don't think we have a lot of combat available. If we take a look at them here, it looks like we've got... Yeah, we're not great at combat, so I would recommend we avoid combat to the best of our ability. We've got this thing right here. It spins when we get closer to our destination, so I'm going to suggest we travel on down to here and take a look. It looks like there's a tower on that side that we can rob for some loot if we want to. Looks like it's spinning a little faster over here, but there's a dust storm on that side, which is kind of a bummer. I'd rather not deal with the dust storm. Let's pull up to here and see what this is. We'll also see if this spins faster or slower. It's spinning slower, so we know that we need to go to the east. We can't approach the oasis. Maybe something good will happen here? We found an oasis, a shining beacon of hope surrounded by nothing but an endless ocean of sand. We'll refill our water real fast, but I'm not going to stay here just yet because our sanity isn't low. We'll travel into the dust storm because I'm a madman. This is going to relocate us somewhere. I was enveloped by an awe-inspiring sandstorm and was bodily picked up and spirited away. It was several days later before I got my bearings. Oh, wow, that put us, like, way the hell down here. We did find a chasm, I guess, and then we also found a dilapidated shack. It's kind of a bummer. There's a shipwreck over there. I'm going to go back over to here, and I'm just going to rest this off, hopefully. We have lots and lots of provisions, so I think we'll be okay. Like, this is kind of a waste, but we can rest right here for pretty much as long as we want to. Yeah, we'll approach the oasis, and we'll just rest here for a night to get the sanity back that we lost from that unfortunate relocation. Goja Kutid approaches Esma Wood with a heavy stride. When she was in breathing distance, she confessed her love for Wood. I saw Wood blush and embrace her. Love proved to be the universal language after all. Nice, we getting some loving over here. There's people just loving each other aggressively. Nice, so we got all of our stamina back right there. I call it stamina, but it's sanity, and you can definitely go insane in this game, so watch out for it. We'll check the shipwreck over here, see if we find anything good inside the wreckage. I came across an astounding discovery, an old French naval ship. I couldn't help but wonder how it got here. It looks like it might still contain valuable supplies, but the rotten planks could be dangerous. Okay, we'll search it fast. Looks like we found a weather balloon. It'll reveal the closest locations. That sounds good. That's kind of helpful. We'll go back over here, and we're going to rest again because we're kind of stuck in a corner. Oh, natives approached us. Nice, we got some XP. We encountered a small hunting party in the wild. They approached cautiously, spears at the ready, radiating suspicion. I felt pinned by their stares. Perhaps they had never seen a Westerner before. The leader demanded to know what our intentions were. So if we roll 2 reds, or 1 red, we can help them in a hunt. Let's try. We've only got 4 and 6 on those 2s, or 4 and 12. Yeah, it's bad. We failed. They grudgingly allowed me to come along. Unused to terrain, I panicked an animal, injuring myself in the process, and the hunters scoffed, adding insult to injury. All right, well, I'm going to ask about the tribe to make them a little happier. So we learned about their traditions and customs. They told me that men had come from far away to plunder riches and devastate their lands, and that made them distrustful of outsiders. They did not want to tarry further. All right. Well, here we are. Let's rest for a little bit. Kind of a bummer, but, you know. The sun had already set and the sounds of wildlife died down, yet in the darkness I heard the melodious song of a nocturnal bird. Several of them called to one another as though they were singing a duet. They comforted me, coloring my dreams as I drifted off to sleep. There you go. Good as new. Refill the water real fast, and then we will be on our way. It seemed to me like what we were looking for was down this way because we had the spinnery do. It was kind of working, so we'll kind of see what the gimbal says as we get further down here. The gimbal is definitely speeding up. I'm going to take a guess and say it's right here. Yep, it's right here. I knew it. So there's the ancient circle. I approached the first of the stone circles, and according to legend, the first piece of the map would be found here. Pulling forth a roll of paper that I had brought for just this purpose, I carefully copied the etchings of the stone. The map was taking shape. Very nice. We want to get these butterflies down here, too. There we go. The butterflies are just something we can turn in for free. When we get back, we get some fame and we get some glory for it, so it's not too bad of an idea. The gimbal is no longer spinning, and so my guess is that it's probably over here somewhere. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to drink that real fast. Nobody became an alcoholic, so that's always a good sign. Weather balloon? What is that right there? Oh, it's a village. Nice. Okay. Is anybody, like, severely injured? It looks like we're okay. We're not low enough to use those just yet, so let's travel on down here, and we'll see if maybe we can, like, tame one of these guys. If we can tame one of these critters right here, he'll join our group, and then we can have, like, a wildebeest with us, and they have, like, special abilities and stuff. Ah, he moved. Never mind. Okay, well, let's go to the village then. Maybe we can trade or do something over here. I felt tense as I entered the village. The people here are watching our moves in complete silence. If we can roll a blue, we can soothe them. We rolled the blue. There you go. I told the natives of all the hardships we had overcome so that we could travel here, and they opened up to the idea of us being here. We can also trade with them to try to raise their reputation with us. I don't really have anything worth trading. Like, I don't know if they want the water. Yeah, it looks like the water is only good for, like, 1 drop right there. I could give them some climbing gear, and that'll raise our standing. I can give them a weather balloon, but they don't really know how to use it, so it's not really that helpful. Medkit? Yeah, that looks okay. That's not that helpful either. The standing +2 will make us neutral with them. Do I need that? I need to be at standing 3 to meet with the leaders, so I don't think it's a good idea. Let's see if maybe the gimbal is not spinning right now. I'm going to suggest we go over to this location. We should be able to eat some food pretty soon. Oh, we found something. What is this? The stone disc. Okay, well, let's eat the food right there. And yeah, approach the stone disc. What is it? I come across a stone disc embedded into the ground. Its intricate markings seem to indicate some knowledge of astronomy. Yeah, we can look at it. I saw hints of a map within the markings on the disc. Perhaps I could use it to reveal what was hidden in the unexplored areas. Yeah, let's use that to reveal all this. That sounds good. So there you go. We've revealed a whole bunch of stuff. Kind of helpful. The gimbal is still not spinning. That kind of worries me. Let's go down. Yeah. Oh, I hope it's not on that eastern area right there. If it's in that eastern area, that's going to be a big setback. Well, let's go down here first. But I see no spinning on the old gimbalage. Oh, never mind. We got the spin. Okay, we're back on. We're back to where we need to be. I'm gonna eat some chocolate real fast just to get us all nice and loaded up, and then we'll kind of come down this way. It's spinning faster. We're getting there. Weather balloon. What is that right there? It's a place that I can rob. Let's go rob it, dude. We haven't really brought back any artifacts or anything to make this trip worth it. And so I think it's a really good idea for us to do that for right now. I mean, it might turn into a bad idea, but for right now, I got to bring some stuff back. Otherwise, we're not going to get any fame or glory for this. A forgotten temple stood bathed in light before me. In the distance, I spied large, jagged boulders like the peaks of mountains, ready to erupt from the earth. All right, we can look for secrets. If we get 2 greens right here, we can find extra loot. We found 1, so we found something. Beneath the debris, we found a hidden trap. Opening it, I saw a second gloomy chamber beneath this one. Oh, we got mushrooms. Nice. So the mushrooms are worth $10 a piece when we take them back. I'll take those. That's good. And then we go to the altar chamber. Now, if you take anything from the altar, bad stuff happens. So you're basically trading for more money at the next... So basically when you pick this up, you're taking on hardship like a curse in order to get more fame and more money for your next expedition. So just try to keep that in mind. Apparently huge mountains are now erupting from the ground. It's not great. A group of native warriors emerged from hiding. They must have been following me since I left the village. They demanded I pay tribute to balance my sacrilege here. All right, how hard is that going to be? Mushrooms? They were able to come to an agreement with the warriors. Their work done, they disappeared as swiftly as they had appeared. Okay. I think we need to go this direction, so I'm going to travel it. It's going to be a little bit expensive to get there, but we still have some food remaining, so I think we're going to be all right. The gimbal is speeding up, so that's really, really good. I don't know if we still have water left, but I'm going to eat that real fast. Then we'll travel over to here because I think this is probably our guy. Yeah, there we go. We could also hunt an elephant, but we don't really have a combat group, so I think that's a really bad idea. Plus, I like elephants, so I'm not going to do that. Elephants are like one of my favorite animals, dude. My heart began to beat faster as I came to the final stone circle. I was almost finished. Let's complete our map. At long last, my map was complete. I could not wait to return to Paris and plan the next expedition. Nice, so we can either continue... Actually, no, let's just continue. So there you go. We ranked up with the Taishi Academy with the stuff we brought back, and then we returned with provisions, so they're going to be a little bit happy about that. They're not like crazy stoked about it, but it's something. And we came back with treasures. That's what everybody's really looking for. And then with my chartological maps, it looks like we've gotten some stuff here. So this is how famous we are, and it advances this right here. And then it also advances this meter right here. When this meter fills up, we get more tokens that we can spend. So these are special tickets that we can spend with the secret societies in order to get rarer loot. We unlocked butterfly swords from the Taishi Academy, so that's pretty cool. In addition, every single time we triumph in an expedition, we get to pick a permanent perk that helps us out. We can either increase our viewing distance, that's very useful. We can get practical botany, which means that we don't trigger needle plants anymore while we travel. And then we can be a jungle explorer, which means that we get less movement cost inside of jungles. I'm gonna go with viewing distance because, like, oftentimes in this game you're looking for something, and if you can't find it, bad stuff happens. Upon my return to Paris, a street urchin delivered a note from Malin asking me to meet in her office from the rear of the Beausoleil Casse. Yeah, we can go over there. I entered Victoria's office at the arranged time and found her waiting impatiently. As I told her about my journey, her eyes shine with excitement. She peppered me with questions, intense in her hunger to learn every detail of my expedition. Hours passed before she was satisfied. Eventually, Victoria revealed that she had been collecting reports and that the machine we had found on the first island seemed particularly important. In the tutorial, you find a big machine, like an Eldritch machine, and it engulfs an entire island in purple, like, grape smoke. That's all you need to know about that. And so now we're doing all these expeditions to figure out the secrets of the machine. She needed to go, but pressed a handful of expo tickets into my hands. Oh, wow, I've got 20 of them. Nice. Well, let's recruit another person. Obviously, I'm going to take the dog. Because doggos are the best, so now we have a dog in our group. The dog has a special ability where he catches birds while you're running around, and you can eat the birds for 3 sanity, or you can let them build up and you can trade them. They're really, really good. Like, the birds are actually pretty fantastic. I almost always take the dog whenever I have an opportunity to do so. Not just because it's a dog, but also because, like, the birds and, like, the dogs. The birds are really useful for trading, and then the dog has a lot of greens, and greens are usually what you use for exploration and avoiding traps. And so the dog can single-handedly carry a lot of the time when it comes to, like, robbing tombs and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and we'll go to the Taishi Academy. It looks like we can train a character and level them up here if we wanted to, or we can join a competition. Inside their shop, we could buy a big-ass sword. Yeah, dude, let's buy a big-ass sword. If we go to the Edison Academy, we can actually upgrade items here. And so, like, we can either upgrade this or we can upgrade the machete. Yeah, upgrade it. Why not? Cost us 4 tickets, so there you go. We've got a much better machete than we had previously. This guy cost 3. I've got 4 left, but it looks like it's locked until our next expedition, so can't do anything with that. And then these guys right here, I don't remember what they do. Oh, they cure. So in this game, you get negative perks like Darkest Dungeon, so your people will become, like, neurotic, or they'll become fearful, and you can cure that here whenever it happens. So it's kind of up to you. It looks like they have a, for 6, we can get a walking cane, which makes us go on grasslands and drylands faster. Not too bad. I guess we don't really have a whole lot left that we can do here, so I think I'm just going to select an expedition. We've got the Golden Pyramid, or we've got Trials and Triangulations. Let's do the Golden Pyramid. My sponsor for this one, I think, will be the Edison Labs. I decided to indulge in drinks the night before the expedition. I was enjoying a pleasant evening when I noticed a large gentleman cheering. He held his hand up victoriously. The man had won an arm wrestling contest and was searching for his next opponent. After a moment, his eyes hit mine. Making his way to my table, the large fellow called me out, as they say. He was willing to put down money that I could not beat him in an arm wrestling match. We got to roll 2 reds. So we have a 2 and 6, a 2 and 6, a 2 and 6. We have a chance. We can give it a go. We failed. I had underestimated his brute strength, and he made short work of me. I paid up and went back to my room. Oh, no, we lost budget. That's not great. This is actually kind of a rough quest, too, so we'll see how it plays out. With less money, we definitely... Oof. Yeah, that's bad. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of chocolate while we're here. And I guess I'll grab a... Oof. Not a lot of options here. Got problems. Climbing gear only costs 2. Well, there you go. Let's get some climbing gear just in case. And that guy only costs 2. A cunning tonic. Okay. That's all I got for right now, so we can't really do much. We'll refill the water casks, and then we will begin the expedition, although I'm not super hopeful on this one. Ancient legends told of a great golden temple on the island that loomed ahead, a massive ancient thing made of gold. I was going to find it, and adding to the already substantial honor of Lux Labs. Alright, so this compass is going to tell us, like, roughly where it's at, in case you were wondering. We also have 27 XP that we can spend, so I should probably upgrade somebody right now. Let's upgrade our main character first. So there we go. He's got another fighty ability right there that he can play around with. Nice. And then I've only got 7 XP left, so nothing really to worry about there. It looks like it's kind of to the northeast, so that's where we'll go first. We'll see if we can get up kind of this way. There's an elephant around. Very cool. We've got some desert over here. It definitely looks like it's to the northeast. I don't know what that is. Well, let's just take it easy for right now. Let's not go too crazy with the exploratory stuff. It looks like we have a petrified forest over here. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, and there's a village, too. Very nice. Approach the village, I guess. How happy with us are they? The Elder managed to convey that they were missing a key ingredient in tonight's rituals. They'd be grateful if we could supply it. I don't have anything, so unfortunately it's not really going to help us too much. You got anything you want to trade? I have climbing gear. Well, they got all kinds of stuff. Oh, I can get a vulture? That's pretty badass. I sort of dig that. A throwing axe. We've got a cursed totem. We've got a protective totem. They've got horn flutes. Doesn't look like they have anything that adds to kind of my prestige. They don't really like that altogether that much either. I guess we get the animal teeth. Yeah, I'll take an animal tooth. Why not? We're already here. I mean... yeah, we'll kind of cut on out this way. Let's see what happens here. We found a tower, and we found a stone overhang. Can we rest here? Looks like it's a rest spot. Yeah, let's do it, dude. Goja Kutid told me that she remembered this area and our path should be clearer now. Oh, nice. Cool. So apparently she's been here before, so she's going to clear out the map a little bit for us. That'll be super helpful. Not as helpful as getting our sanity back, but... all right. We can take off and leave. We've explored 35%. It looks like it's mostly to the north of us right now. So, yeah. There's a lot of desert here. I don't like all this desert we're dealing with. Yeah, let's travel up and around that way. We'll see what the compass says once we get up here. Compass looks like northeast. Okay. Let's see if we can get on over here and rob this tomb real fast. Get some goodies to bring back home with us. Looks like there's a panther on this side, so that's a little bit terrifying. My guess is that it's probably either over here or right here. Would be my estimate. We still have, like, a lot of things to restore ourselves with, so... yeah, let's see if we can fight the panther. Why not? We're not great at combat, but fighting the panther might be kind of cool. We've been surprise attacked by a massive jungle cat, or a desert cat. Roll our dice here. This is how combat works. So effectively, combat, you get different dice based on the background of your characters, and the different dice do different things. So I'm going to play that to gain strength on my doggo, make him nice and muscly, and then my dog is going to play 2 of those because they match, which means that he's going to counterattack if anybody in my party gets hit. That's very, very good, and so I would like that. He's going to hit for a lot of damage. We can shield, we can flank the enemy. Seems like a good idea, so we'll do that. And then we've got a very weak punch. I probably should have equipped that weapon that we picked up, too. I can re-roll the white face die. And actually, it came out pretty good. Oh, never mind. I guess it didn't. There's our counterattack right there for, like, maximum damage. And then we'll go ahead and finish him off with the machete, maybe? Oh, no, we didn't finish him off with the machete. Okay, shield my people then. Yeah, make them nice and safe. Woo! It's getting a little ugly out here. This one's got counterattack. Shield her. And then I guess the dog can do another big-ass counterattack, although I'm pretty sure somebody might die here. Definitely re-roll. So it looks like he gets to attack when we re-roll. But our counterattack goes off when we defeated him. So the natives are pretty upset with us. They don't like it when you kill the wildlife, but we got a panther pelt and we got some raw meat, and that'll be good to take back home. I'll probably... let's load up on chocolate real fast. And then I could grab the butterflies for a little bit more glory. We're going to check this right here real fast. I don't think this is it, but we're going to check it. Oh, it is it. Okay. So if I go back and get the butterflies, that's 28. So we're going to do that, and then we'll go to the Golden Temple real fast right after that, and we'll just, like, quickie mode complete the quest. All right, so we got the butterflies. And now we'll travel back to here. I don't know what all that is following us right there. It's a little worrying. I think it's just like ash that we're traipsing around. Somebody got infected. That's bad. That's what you need med kits for. So Brother Ebenezer has a infection. So we're going to approach the pyramid real fast just to finish this quest as fast as possible so he doesn't die. The halls of the pyramid are empty, but the engraved symbols of warning on the walls should keep archaeologists busy for years to come. Nice. So another quest down. My name is Splattercat. This is Curious Expedition 2. I think that it improves upon the previous formula in a lot of ways, many of them accessibility, but also in terms of just kind of like depth and things that there are to do inside the confines of the game. And so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. I will see you all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. Bye.